Hi friend, welcome to this video. I mean, welcome to this series. We have completed the first part of this series that is called the VMware Visual first part, and where we have discussed about the VMware about the VMware. We had get some idea about the VMware and hypervisor, and also I already explained to you guys regarding how to create the lab environment to practice all these things. And I already told you that I am using VMware workstations which can be downloaded from the my VMware site, and I already showed you also. So to getting ready this environment to practice these things, you can also be get the hands-on experience on this. So we have all things discussed in the first and the second. This is the second part of this series. So here we will discuss like what all about the hypervisor. I told you on the last video hypervisor is there, so we call this ESXi called a hypervisor technology also. Yes, it's a hypervisor, but we will talk about we will fully clear about all these things. So for that, what we need to we first discuss about the function of hypervisor, what types of hypervisor, and I will explain all these things with giving example also. And we will learn how to install the ESXi, okay, and install the VM also. We will create the virtual machine also, and we will install the ESXi also on the VMware workstation. We will clear all these things. Let's start. So function, what a function actually, like, see, in function, what I will compare the two things. One is a virtual machine, that is called the VM, we called in the short term. And second is the Windows normal machine. I mean, Windows normal machine is called like normal machine what we you are using in desktop, laptop, anything like, okay. So at home, what we are using, we have a CPU and ROM, BIOS, post, CMOS, boot from hard disk, hardware drivers. These all things are required to run on one computer, right? Also, we require the keyboard, mouse, monitor. If you look at these things, keyboard, mouse, monitor, drivers, USB, memory, and CPU. These all things are required for this one system get ready, right? Once this thing is ready, then we have a hardware, right? So running the hardware, we require what? Software. I can give an example. To running a bike, we require what? Bike is a hardware, but to running the bike, we require the software. What is that? That is the petrol. The same thing here also. That is, this is the hardware, but to running this, we require the drivers. Without driver, we cannot do it. Once driver installed and the OS installed, it will like a normal machine, Windows normal machine. You can install the Windows, Mac, anything you can install over there, Linux, Unix, anything, right? It's okay, but no issue. A normal kind of machine. But second, what is the VM? It's a virtualized, virtual machine. What exactly called? See, I'm telling you about, already I told you, like, I have a system. I have Windows 8 or Windows 10 system. In this Windows 10 or Windows 8 system, I have installed the VMware workstation. This is the one kind of product of VMware only. And that VMware workstation, I have created the virtual machine. The virtual machine also, we can install the Windows OS. Yes, it act like same as your normal machine. Sorry guys, it act like as your normal machine. You will get the keyboard, mouse, monitor, drivers, everything, but it should be a virtualized. It's all called a, sorry, it's all, it's a virtualized devices. It's a virtual devices, that's we called a VM, virtual machine. But it acts same as your normal machine is acting, right? So here what we get in the VM, what profits we are getting. So in day-to-day life, every company wants to their cost cutting and the reduce the cost and increase the productivity. They require all these things, right? If we require the 8 Windows machine for the 8 users, then what, 8 systems, physical systems are required in the normal mode. But if a VM, then one system we will purchase for the high configuration, where we can create the thousands, hundreds of VM, and thousands employee, hundreds of employee can use this virtual machine their own. It's a very low cost, and one can manage all these things. There is no required to thousands keyboard. There is no required purchase to thousand mouse. There is no required to purchase thousand motherboard, thousand CPUs in one. Everything can be done. So this is called of cost cutting and the high productivity. Okay, so I think you understand about VM and the Windows normal machine. Let's Second slide, which is type. What is the types of hypervisor? How many types of hyper? There are two types of hypervisor. One is type 1 and type 2. So let discuss about the first type 2, then I will come to the type 1. So in type 2, there is a Windows 10 OS. Let's take an example of my system only. Okay, so let I will show you. This is the Windows 10 system. Okay, this is the, if you look at it, I installed the VMware workstation here, right? So if you look at here, like in Windows workstation, it's a kind of software, right? It's application I installed here, and this Windows workstation I created. In this Windows workstation I will create the VM. This is called type 2. Okay, this is called type 2 hypervisor. It's normal kind of hypervisor. But type 1, what is it? It's type 1 means I have one server, it's called a hardware, and where I can install the ESXi hypervisor. It's ESXi one kind of OS where we can create the n numbers of VMs we can create. But to managing the VM, taking the control of VM, we require the vCenter server. Otherwise, VMware vSphere client also required to manage all these VMs. This is type 1. I think you understand about the hypervisor as well as the VMs as well as the normal workstation, and the difference between the type 1, type 2, right? Difference between the normal machines and VMs. You, I think all you think understand. So there is no slide completed, but if you first, we again we will go to the first slide. I think I have completed I explained about the functions and type, and I given the example to how these things are work, right? Now it's time to install the ESXi and VM. Let's go. Or okay, let's go to install the ESXi. Okay, this is my virtual machine. Let's power off this thing. Okay, if you look at your VMware workstation, this is the application where I can install the ESXi. Let's start. File, new virtual machine, next, next. You can browse here to get the ESXi. Where I kept the ESXi, I need to, this is what, okay, this is my ISO file. Okay, let me explain about these things so you can better understand. See, if you have a CD, then you can put it CD on your physical machine. It will pick up from there. But here to insert the install disk into the driver, because because it's, this is the what it's showing the message, because I don't have a CD. I don't want to use the CD-ROM drive. Okay, I have ISO file. I can guess the ISO file to browse over here, right? It's detecting also VMware ESXi5. Okay, then click the next. You need to give the name. I can give the ESXi1. Okay, and you can save the file. Okay, where the hard disk, all these things will save. I can create one folder. I can give name ESXi1. Sorry, ESXi1. You can give name and you obey, right? Press OK. The next, and here you can give the processor, how many processor required as per your environment, as per your requirement. You can give, then click next. Here you can give the memory also. It's a minimum 4 GB is required for the EXI. Let it be, because I have a 24 GB on my system. Not, it's okay for me, not an issue. And I can, there are the different network technologies are here, so you can, I use in the NAT technology. Next, next, and create a new virtual disk, or use an existing, if you have an existing virtual disk and you want to map over here, you can map, or use a physical disk for advanced user. I mean, this is the secondary option. I don't require this, so I don't want to explain to also. If you read it and understand it, right? For now, as of now, I will be creating a new virtual disk, so I click the next. So it asking for the disk size, how much disk size you want to give. So I can give here like 120, okay, GB. Okay, so here the whatever the hardware for the virtual machine is there, that it will uh, explain. I mean, it will return all these things. If you customize the hardware also, you can do it. Like if you want to delete anything, you can delete. But as of now, all things is required for me, so I don't want to delete anything. Otherwise, if you want to add some hardware also, you can add it. See, there are the different hardwares also. There, if printer is a serial port, parallel port, sound card, anything you wanted to add. Other, if you want to network adapter also, you can add. If you want two network adapter, you can use it, but as of now it is not required, so I remove this network. So one network is enough for me to for the test environment. Then finish. Now it has been started the installation of ES6i. If you look at here, like it will start the installation of ESI. You can choose these things from the local disk, otherwise you can press enter, it will start the installation. uh, this is the option for the full screen mode, where you can use the full screen mode. It will take some time, to installation. Till that time I will pause the video, and once it bring to complete stage, we will start again. Okay.